Hello, my name is Elijah. I don't really go by that. People call me FK, Fat Kid. 904 Fat Kid is the name I go by, but you know, call me whatever you would like. My passion started when I was young, like really young. Like even before I knew I liked to make music, I loved music. I liked listening. I think it started with like Michael Jackson. That was like the first artist that I listened to, and it was just like my parents were like, this kid loves some Michael Jackson, and then weirdly it went to Justin Bieber, but like, come on. And people used to clown me for that in school, but um, that's one where I learned like people's opinions are different, and only one that matters truly, and like in my head, is me. I would say the genre that inspired me the most was probably hip hop or rap, or I had some rock songs that I really liked as a kid too, but um, mainly rap. My inspiration for collaboration with Alex, I just really like his creative process on things. I've seen him. I think he's really good at photography. I've seen him draw a few things that are just like I really like his creative process. I've seen him draw a few things that are just crazy. Like I've never seen anyone with that type of artistic form. I've seen him. He's taken a few of my pictures that pretty amazing. I've seen his creative process on things. I've seen he's the type to lock in and get things done. Like he sees an image, he tries hard to get that image out. I've seen him take some great pictures. He takes some he's pretty good at photography, and also I've seen him draw. He's pretty good at drawing. He's done some cool designs that I would like for him to put on an album cover for me, or make me like a logo. One, I love live instruments. It's like my favorite. I know how to play Mary Had a Little Lamb or piano. That's it though. Um, but I've liked. I've seen Suicide Boys. I've seen uh, Rod Wave. I've seen Ski Mask, The Slump God in concert. And one thing that I took in, or at any show I've ever been at, whether it's like at Hard Loves or whatever, I always take in the performers. They always have such confidence, but it's not like a cocky confidence. It's like I know what I'm doing. I'm very happy to be here type of confidence, and that's something I lack in life in general. So if I could learn how to use that, or like, I like to learn from live experiences. I don't have much experience other than like creating snippets on Instagram or TikTok and just posting them and hoping that I get some type of positive feedback. Um there was this one time where I was on live, um Instagram live with Lil Cito. I was on live with him, and I like rapped for him because he's signed to like a big label and he makes good money off it. But I was on live with him one time, and I got a lot of followers from it, just rapping. There's been a couple other instances. Mr. Brocus F, he's a Jacksonville rapper from this land. I was on Instagram Live with him as well, but that was in like 2019, 2020. For marketing, it's just easy to market and move across Instagram, like, and especially because I've been on there for so long, and TikTok I've heard is really easy. A lot of people blow up really easy on TikTok. I've had some viral videos on TikTok, but they, I wasn't really doing too much on TikTok where I was last. Like it would just be a snippet where there's no video, and I I've heard from various people that visuals count a lot. Like, it's what makes people want to stay majority of the time. Because people could hear something hard, like something that they really like, but they don't, they wouldn't want to, you know? I don't know. They don't stick around until they see the really cool visual that makes them want. Um, but I never had that when I posted. I still like, I have made money from my projects. I haven't made much, and some people will call me for it. But you know what? $50 is $50. You know what I'm saying? And I did. I made like $48 off of my music, off Spotify, and other streaming platforms like YouTube Music, Apple Music, iTunes, stuff like that. It's weird. I get streams in like Asia, Cambodia. It's been weird. Not in a not in a professional sense, just you know, um, he's just taking pictures, and I've used them, and I've used that as collaboration. But yeah, yeah. Oh, sometimes people like overhype me. I think like people give me, I don't know how to describe it. Like people, I'm around a lot of people who like my music, but like even if they didn't like my music, they probably wouldn't tell me, and like they'll just give me some rundown answer like that. Oh, I really like, people's words get to my head sometimes, and like sometimes I feel like I have to perform even better just to uphold these people's image of me. Sometimes I feel like somebody could be like pretty dishonest with me, but I always try to think of what where I was when I started this journey, like how I got here in the first place, because I wouldn't, I didn't just start off like this. Be confident in what you do, but don't be cocky. Don't go around showing everybody until you are confident that you are decent. Because I was doing that a lot, and it really messed me up. But also, stick to it and stay consistent. Like, just do it as much as you can. Like, to the point where you get sick of it. There's been times where I make music so often that like I'll sleep, I'll be going to sleep, trying to sleep, and I can only just think of things that rhyme. Like I can only think of, I don't know, it gets deep, but stay confident, stay consistent, be humble. That's all I really got. Well, it's helped me through a lot of problems. There's been times where I just felt like I was alone. There's nobody I could talk to. But there's always, for some reason, there's always an artist that has gone through something similar, if not your situation. And there's a lot of songs that can just like, it sounds like they're speaking directly to you. Music is like beautiful. It can help you through a lot. For the song that I've sampled, my process was, I don't know. I was freestyle. I never write music, so somebody sent me the beat for it, and um, they told me that they thought I would sound good on it, and I was like, hey, now I gotta perform well, and I ended up making that, and I was really in a dark place when I made that song. I'm not gonna lie. I was like actually sad, like really depressed when I made that song. Um, I was going through a lot, as you can clearly hear in the lyrics, and I feel like it just made the song better. It made everything more raw. My possibilities are limitless. It started as a vision one day, or like an idea. I wanna I wanna make music. Now I have hundreds of songs, and that are decent, that people tell me they really like. And I get decent streams. I made money off of my music, so it's pretty great. It's not dropped yet, but it will, because everybody I've showed it to really cannot wait for me to drop it. So I don't know. I've had a lot of negative feedback in the past from just the way I would promote my things was not the best. Um, because I would try to find something controversial, but it would just be too controversial. I have a lot of friends that I make music with. I also have just a lot of friends that I be around that really enjoy listening to my music or enjoy, viewing the creative process. So it's I'm pretty blessed to have those people with me. The title is Ugly. My process for making it was like it was pretty simple because I get used to making music. Like I said, I don't write. I just freestyle. So I get in there and I say whatever I'm feeling in the moment. And apparently, I was feeling sad and I was feeling ugly. No, uh, $20 headphones and an iPhone and an app called BandLab is all it took for me to make a masterpiece. My process usually when I start on a song, I like to I'll freestyle while I try to find a beat because majority of the time I have to go through a bunch of different beats to find the one I feel like recording on that day, and when I find that one, I freestyle on it until I feel like I have what it takes to record on it, and when I record on it, it always goes good. The beat was sent to me by someone I used to talk to that I used to like make. They used to make beats for me, and um, harmonies, other flows, things like that. It just came to my brain, man. It was pretty great. Apple earbuds in my iPhone 13, and an app called BandLab. That's all the equipment I need. I record my songs in any quiet place I can find. Um, whether that's a car, it's been outside at work by the dumpsters sometimes. It's been in my room. A lot of times it's in my room. It's been on the toilet. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of my best openers, like one line openers, are They come to me on the toilet, bro. That's cool. I think the best soundproofing for me out of all the places I've recorded has to be in a car, just because it's so. There's not really much space the sound can go. It's pretty nice. I've never been to a studio actually, and I've been making music for like 6 years, maybe 7.
My name is Alex. I'm the photographer behind the album cover. Um, the whole inspiration behind working with him and the whole reason that we started working together was because I've known him for years, so I've kind of watched him grow as an artist. We both did creative things. I made patches and I pierced people, and I've been drawing and doing photography for a while. So when he started like getting really good with his music and sharing it more, and um, like actually started sharing his music with the world, I was like, well, dude, if you want album covers, I can take pictures. I go to like abandoned buildings all the time. There's a bunch of graffiti. You can come with me. We can do a photo shoot together. Or I could take pictures of different graffiti that's just laying around that speaks to you. Me and him both like to skate, and right next to the skate park that we go to, there's this abandoned school that we had eyeballed for like a couple of weeks. And we took a picture. We were taking like photos all over it of both the abandoned building. I did some research on it afterwards, and then we took a bunch of pictures of the courtyard, and on the far side of the courtyard there was some kind of graffiti, and he sat in front of it and he was doing something with the lighter, and I noticed because I had my phone up for just taking pictures of the graffiti, it added a little flair to it, and I was like, should take a picture of that one, and then that's the story of how we got it. And it was fun to work with him because well, I feel like it brought us closer together as friends, as well as like allowed us both to see how each other work. Live music and concerts have like they've changed my life. There's no other way to describe it. When I was younger, I went through a lot of legal troubles, and getting out of that, I didn't want to be at home, and I was not a good kid, and I was a troublemaker. So I didn't listen to the courts. I didn't listen to anything, and a lot of the other people were doing that were like they were alternative, and they got me into the punk scene, and then they got me into the hardcore scene. They put me on to so much music. They put me on to um, bands like Minor Threat, Crass, the obvious ones like Pantera, Metallica, Alice in Chains. It gave me a community to like really, I guess, share what just share my creative side, and like introduced me to other creative people, and that's something that I was able to share with Eli, which I'm very happy about.